Contemplated whether I was going to make this video or not, but here goes. See, we're going to be talking format, and in so we're going to talk about format snobbery, and how I think could really be hurting physical media collecting. Here we go. Let's preface this by saying that I collect all formats. And if you have a preferred format, like if you're a 4K diehard, or you love DVDs or Blu-rays or VHS or Laserdisc person, I'm not coming for anybody on any of that type of thing. But I do think that as collectors, sometimes, especially diehard collectors, we can, and I hate to use this word, we can block, for lack of a better word, gatekeep when it comes to other people collecting. And this is where it comes from for me. This is where it comes from now, like the straw that broke the camel's back type of thing. And I really want to hear your thoughts on this. Recently, I saw somebody on a group show a picture of recent DVDs and stuff, that those glow in the dark covers from Walmart. And somebody had said at the time, and it's an instant comment, it didn't mean anything, it was like a perfectly nice comment, but it hit me. And it was, man, if these were just Blu-rays, people would really want to get them. That's what we want, Blu-rays upgrade. And who wants to see that DVD junk? So for those that are unaware, don't keep track of it, and why would you? DVDs sell really well, actually. They're one of, if not the highest selling form of physical media still out there. And the thought that, and there's a lot of comments that kind of piggyback on, yeah, why do they sell DVDs anymore? Why don't they just sell Blu-rays? People want to upgrade, this type of thing. But that's great. If you want to upgrade, more than likely, you're at a place where you're going to find it anyway. If there's a Blu-ray or 4K, you're going to look for it. You're going to look for that or a special edition. But at a brick and mortar store, like a Walmart, I don't know if Target has anything anymore. I don't think they do. Then those inexpensive DVDs that are out there, those sets and those things that you can just grab, they're almost like impulse buys, purchases that you see sometimes Halloween type films close to the place where the gum's at, and where the chips and stuff are at that time of year, because basically they'll see it there for $5, $7, whatever, $2.50, and they'll pick a couple up because, oh man, I haven't watched Nightmare on Elm Street in a while. They're not looking to say, oh God, I haven't watched Nightmare on Elm Street. Can I get a 4K collector's special edition with a steelbook and a poster and some art cards and a whole bunch of stuff there? No, for them, they want to watch the movie. They want to go in and have a nice evening. Maybe they'll pick up some popcorn, pick up some popcorn, watch Screen, pick up some snacks and watch get a couple cheap DVDs of some of their favorite films. And for some of them, that's where it'll stay, and they won't think of it again until maybe they're looking at a holiday release. Maybe Christmas comes around and they're like, I really want to watch It's a Wonderful Life. I want to check out White Christmas. I want to watch Black Christmas. And I want to watch The Christmas Story. And they're picking up a couple to watch with their family, watch with their friends, just because streaming doesn't have a lot of those titles. And you got to buy, half dozen different streaming services to get half the stuff that you want nowadays. And it gets more and more expensive. So you have these people here that are coming in genuinely with wanting to have that good experience. And it's very similar to when people go into the video store. Remember in the days where there were video stores when you could go and rent movies? Not everything had to be bought. Not everything needed to have a massive special edition. Well, these are the people that really help keep physical media going and keep the other type of stuff going. Special edition. See, Severin did a whole label called Intervision of shot on video films. Later on, they did their Intervision titles on Blu-ray. It's a waste. To me, it's a waste. I don't need a shot on video title on Blu-ray. I would prefer that you please don't do that to me. Yeah, I love to get certain shot on video films, but I don't want them with a T-shirt and a poster and on a Blu-ray or 4K. I know where that's where that's headed. See this? Shot on video was shot for VHS. They're never meant to be like these really cleaned up, really great looking titles. And yeah, some of them look kind of dodgy, but that's the way that they're supposed to look. It bothers me when certain companies go out of their way to exclude a marketplace. And there's a lot that do that, like that are diving now. You'll see more and more companies going towards and picking like the 4K. And some of them are doing like 4K only releases with no Blu-rays. Sometimes you get like Blu-rays and they'll have a digital code. There'll be no DVDs there, or 4K with the digital code with no Blu-ray there. And it bugs me. It really does. We're at a point right now where we should be, hopefully, because streaming is starting to piss people off. That's the truth, right? It's getting expensive. It's getting pricey. People are pushing away from it. The millennials especially are going towards thrifting and getting movies on DVD and getting stuff in like thrift stores and going to the local village, the Salvation Armies, the boot sales, flea markets, yard sales, that type of thing, right? You're seeing it more and more on TikTok, on YouTube, whatever, Instagram, whatever social media platform you use. And they don't care if there's a edition. Like I love my special editions. Look behind me. That's the type of collector that I am. But I know that I'm that niche collector that's going to be grabbing this stuff. I don't want companies to just be aiming towards my wallet. That's not going to keep physical media going. That's not going to keep things like going the way that we want it to go. If you want to see like a lot of movies, like you want to see like a wide variety of stuff coming out, if you want to see movies back in brick and mortar stores again, then it's not the big special edition limited that's going to bring that back. It's the casuals, it's the $5 films, the DVDs, it's the DVD Blu-ray combo packs, it's the regular stuff that'll bring people in. And with that, when there's enough people in, when there's enough foot traffic, when a brick and mortar store feels like there's enough people buying again, that they'll put a little bit more real estate towards physical media, then they can add in some special editions. They can add in some extra 4K, some bonus stuff. They can put an extra shelf there. They can put in some of those really cool editions that you want to see. But for me, my issue is that we spend way too much time, and I know this, in a community just chasing the dragon when it comes to these some editions. Like, it's got to be 4K. I think some of the biggest wastes in the last couple years for physical media are putting Friends and Seinfeld on 4K. I think they might be great. TV on DVD was a good spot, and I'll even go to TV on Blu-ray and 4K for certain special things. But do I feel that it needs to be on 4K? Like, I'm looking at maybe hopefully getting a couple imprint like television sets, and they're more pricey, right? They're on Blu-ray. Now, would I spend even more money to get Kolchak the Night Stalker or Alfred Hitchcock Hour on 4K? And that would probably be the point where it would turn me away, would push me away from getting it, because then I would feel like I'm being taken advantage of. Now, that's just me. Like, everybody's different. Everybody, like, I don't want to like shame anybody when it comes to the way that they collect physical media. There's no wrong way. You collect the way that you want to collect. This is just, a video of me, like old man, you know, yelling at clouds in the sky, right? Definitely. Hey, look at this beard. Am I not an old man? Uh, but I think that's the key. We have to stop pushing and pushing towards, just having 4Ks, just having Blu-rays. Oh, let's not have new DVDs out there. Let's not have. Why are people still buying VHS? Well, obviously something is clicking with people. There's that, whether it be nostalgia factor, whether it be convenience, whether it be price factor. Let's be honest, guys. We are at a time in our society right now when things are very expensive. I lucky enough that this place here. I'm not renting this place. This is my. I own this place. That is a huge cost taken off of on a monthly basis, right? But that's not the norm. Like, groceries are expensive, rent is expensive, electricity, lights, heat, all that stuff gets pricier. So people are trying to find ways to cut costs, and a lot of times it's their hobby that goes. They can't buy like as much anymore. And if the only thing we're getting is priced so high or put in such a bracket that get into it is going to cost too much, then we will lose more and more of the people that may have wanted to get into it. More and more of the people that may have started as casuals and became more collector focused, or may have wanted to build up a library over time, because barriers are in there. I love me a good 4K. I love 4K. But I am also aware that in order to play 4K, you got to have a 4K player, and you got to have a 4K TV, and that's just the start, because it's a research of getting the right 4K TV, right? Then you want to have the right 4K player, because not if you've got a 4K, like I got an Xbox and a PlayStation 5. I did have a dedicated 4K player, but it broke. Now, what does that mean? That means that I can watch all my 4K movies, but I can't experience Dolby Vision, because the PlayStation 5 and the Xbox Series X all promote HDR10 and that, but they do not have Dolby Vision in them. The video games that you get have Dolby Vision, but there's no capability in a game system to play the movie in Dolby Vision. It'll play a wonderful 4K release, but it won't give you that extra that a Dolby Vision release does. That's an extra barrier. That's an extra barrier for anybody that's going out there to buy that stuff. And it's something to think about. It's very inexpensive to pick up an old system, a PS3, PS2, an Xbox, well, not an Xbox, Xbox 360, was it? Anyway, the ones that play the DVDs. So it's more easy and inexpensive. You can play a DVD or a Blu-ray usually on pretty much any TV. That's, if your player, like me, like a 4K player breaks down, you're not worried that you're going to lose any lesser quality on it because you got a DVD or Blu-ray. You're still gonna play fine. In fact, hey, when Blu-ray players came about, and some certain DVD players too, they upscaled the picture to make them look even better. But anyway, that's just my thoughts on this today. What are your thoughts on it? Do you think that we should just be pushing towards the collector's edition, the 4Ks and all that? Or do you kind of agree with my thoughts on this right now, where it's great to have those things, it's wonderful to have them there, and I'm glad they're there and I will avail of them, but there should actually be a larger push towards more cost efficient, less pricey, more variety, physical media out there for everybody to get. I like there to be a bigger, like, footprint in brick and mortar stores, and the only way I think that we can do that, it's not by having expensive films, it's not by having collector's editions. It's going to be those $5 and $10 DVDs and sets and Blu-rays that do that. And you'll see they'll be sneaking in those really sexy looking like steelbooks along there, and trust me, those things do sell, and they will sell in almost every store that I go into now that does sell physical media. Does tend to have a steelbook section, because they know that it catches the eye. But that's a section And around that section, there's usually affordably priced films for everybody to buy. Anyway, that's my thought. And I hope that companies look towards that. It is easy right now to go for that quick, big cash grab, collector's edition on everything. But widen your audience. If it's shot on video, if it's like lower quality, DVD is fine. You'll still make money. You might make more because you might get a wider audience with it. So, yeah, Severin, I love you guys. I don't need Intervision on Blu-ray. I don't. Actually, I really, really did like, the way that these looked. Hey, I got Captain America, the TV movie, 2 TV movies on DVD. And I think I might have these on Blu-ray as well. Be honest with you, I think I do. No, I got the 90s film on Blu-ray. And they're good. They're good. This is fine. This is fine on DVD. I really, unless they put in some amazing features, because I'm a feature guy, I don't need to upgrade it. There you go, guys. I love me a collector's edition, but sometimes we got to think outside of our own circle. Look at the bigger pool that's out there. My name's Aaron. This is Dakota Cinema. See you next time.
Oh God. Subscription sloth here. Just want to remind you that I know in the summertime especially it can be super warm and lazy. But if you're liking this video, make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And if you want to go that step farther and join the Patreon, there's a link for that down below. You can super sticker, super chat, or donate. But above all, just lie back and enjoy the video, because that's what I'm going to do.